Hey guys, straight up John coming at you another Diablo 4 video. Okay, on this one, I do want to be really quick and brief about this. This will not be a super long video. I'm going to try to keep it around 8 minutes or so. We're going to talk about how, if you are disabled, if you are limited to maybe you don't have full range of motion of your fingers, your arms, whatever the case may be, or let's say you are a very heavy grinder, I highly recommend that you take advantage of this. What I'm going to go through is I'm going to show you guys how to basically play Diablo 4 with only one device and really make it worthwhile for you. This will probably be a series. I think I have about 3 different videos with 3 different pieces of equipment that can do this. So if this particular piece of equipment does not work for you or not something you want to do or get, totally understandable. I will have videos later that I'll talk about worth going over how you can play Diablo 4 with one hand, especially if you're disabled, or even if you just play for long periods of time. This is definitely going to be a game changer for you because it'll allow you to kind of like not have those irritations of like hand cramps and wrist cramps, stuff like that. It's gonna help you out a lot, so definitely stay tuned. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. All right, so you guys have all seen by now that I have this Azeron keypad. It should be what is it, to the right of me on the left of the screen here. You'll see my hands in it right now. This right here is what we're going to be talking about first and foremost. Because of this particular piece of equipment that I have, I am able to play Diablo 4 completely one-handed if I wanted to. But the biggest thing I want to talk about is the fact that my movement. I can move around and I can even do my dash, everything else like that, totally one-handed from and while utilizing just the analog stick. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of people have complained about WASD and not being implemented in the game. Developers have said that at some point in time they do plan on implementing WASD. So this is a video, if you're watching this in the future, this may go away, this may not be valuable anymore. However, as of right now, it's not looking like until maybe season 3, season 4, maybe they'll start doing it. It's definitely not on the docket anytime soon, it doesn't seem like. But if you liked WASD from like Diablo Immortal, you know that it's really nice that you can just use an analog stick or to use WASD to move and not have to use your keyboard or use your mouse, right? Like a lot of people are having struggling with this, particularly on the rogue. I'm very, very lucky. I don't have to worry about it nearly as much because I put a movement skill on my left click, so I can left click wherever I want. It doesn't affect me, and then I just hit shift to go ahead and proc that poison and movement skill. Works out amazing for my build, not for your build necessarily. And that's what we're going to talk about, is basically because everyone would like to kind of be able to utilize an analog stick if they can. Playing it on controller, like for example, I have a PS5 controller here. I have played it on controller. It does not feel bad. However, the mapping system for controllers, I'm not gonna lie, it's atrocious. It's absolutely garbage. Remapping, garbage, which is unfortunate. However, if you get used to the defaults, totally fine. It plays very, very smooth. They've done an amazing job with the analog. However, everything else regarding the controller is crap. Now, it may be different on the console version. I don't have it on console yet. I probably will end up buying it from a PS5. But as of right now, I don't have it. And I definitely, so I don't know if maybe there's a glitch and it just plays better on console than it does on PC, but PC with controller doesn't feel good, only because the mapping and everything, the work that has to go involved is shit. But if you are someone who you have access to an Azeron keypad, I believe this is also going to work with a Tartarus and a couple other different keypads. I want to go ahead and I'm going to go through how I did this. That way, those of you who do have an Azeron know exactly what they're doing. If you go buy one, I have a link that'll be in the description down below. Click on that link, use our promo code. That'll help all the Aftershock United boys. That means like Darth, Veiled, myself, Chosen, JKG Brandon. Like, it's going to help us all with the Aftershock United brand if you do buy a keypad using my code. If not, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. But let's go ahead and show you real quick how this works, right? So because as you can see here, if I just do this right here, you can see my left hand button. I gotta put some weight on it so it doesn't move around the camera, but you can see I'm just moving around, right? No issues. But also notice that on my screen, you can see Y, RB, L2, right trigger, A, X, B, right? And that's because right now, Diablo 4 thinks that my Azeron keypad is a controller. So this allows me to do this, and then it also allows me to go ahead and the B command I have bound to my left pinky. So if I use the B command here, I can do the dash skill, okay? Or my dodge skill, sorry. But I've got it set up this way very particularly. And also notice that I've let go and we are in controller mode, but yet I'm keyboard and mouse. And if I go ahead and click anywhere and I bump my controller or my keyboard and mouse, boom, here we go, we're right back. It's very seamless, okay? So the reason why this works is the following. So let's go ahead and let's pull up let's pull up the Azeron software that we can see how to set this up for yourself. So you can see here, we have the Azeron software. This software comes with standard with every with every Azeron purchase. Basically what this is you can map them all. You can have 2 onboards. They're connected to 2 actual buttons down here. It's a toggle switch between onboard 1 or 2. I have D4 set as my default profile for 1. But in here, you will see that you can map all your buttons. So basically, these are your button layouts right here. They're going to correspond with how your finger movements are going to be, this being the center row here. So you get 2 additional up top, 2 on the bottom here. This is my mapping system. The thing to talk about is the Xbox joystick. So basically, because this is a joystick, we have the ability to go ahead and switch this from keyboard, which is standard, WASD, to Xbox joystick. And what this allows us to do is allows us to use the analog stick to actually control movement on our character, because then it immediately picks it up as a Xbox gamepad. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. One, this is only for Azeron specific. This is going to be because they were using their software for this. However, you could use REWASD as a software out there that would allow you to remap these, and it'll still work in keyboard mode. However, with the Azeron software, you don't need to do that. You can leave it 100% in the Azeron software, and you can actually map all these buttons as a controller if you wanted. For my particular playstyle and my build, I don't have to worry about that. I can go ahead and keep it in this mode and dash and do all my stuff, and then randomly pick it up and just be fine. It doesn't not interfere with any of my gameplay. I can do this, and then I can literally let go, and I can start attacking like I normally would. No issue whatsoever. However, for some builds, this may be complicated, and you may want to go ahead and, because you're in keyboard or essentially controller mode right here, you may want to remap all these buttons to controller methods, right, versus others. That's going to be the big difference here. Also, I don't think you really saw that because it's probably hidden behind the screen, but I was just showcasing that, yes, with or without this is the movement. This is the Xbox controller buttons you can see here. That's how this works. My bindings don't reflect the controller mode because, once again, playstyle rogue. However, if you are a barbarian, necro, or even a wizard, or a sorcerer, sorry, it's going to be very advantageous for you to go ahead and bind everything to a controller input versus a keyboard input, just to make things a little bit more seamless for you. But the big thing to talk about and point out here is the simple fact that because of this, I can play all day long. I have 0 restrictions. This is very advantageous. So right, like I have my hand right here. This is my other hand. You can see both hands in the current frame. I'm moving around here, and then as you see here, I can go ahead and I can do my dodge skill, no problem. I can then participate and go into something else and go ahead and use my other hand to go ahead and start to attacking like I normally would with keyboard and mouse functionality. But I'm using this Azeron to control all these buttons and using their software for it. That's the big takeaway here is simply just by changing that thumb, this thumb section right here on the Azeron software to say it's a controller, it allows me to go ahead and play the game as if I'm playing with a controller. Now this is much different than this on the right hand side, right? They play differently. However, the systems recognize them the same, and this makes this honestly a game changer. It makes it so much nicer. I can do so many other things with my other hand. I can leave things alone. Also allows me to play all day long with very minimal effort. And overall, in general, hopefully that helps a lot of you out there, because I do know I've gotten a lot of video requests for, hey, I see you're using this Azeron keypad. What does it do? How does it work? How can it benefit me? This is one of those situations where it can benefit you and help you, especially if you are someone who is maybe disabled, you have challenges with playing Diablo 4 at the beginning, or let's say you're a hardcore grinder and you just want to be able to grind all day long. This is the type of device and setup and knowledge base that will allow you to grind all day long with minimal effort, because obviously these are just flicks of my fingers to do all these skills. So hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.